So Ben, a disappointing afternoon for us today, losing 2 on the way at Bognor. Frustrating performance at times, especially conceding that second and decisive goal straight after the restart. How do you reflect on a performance and a result like that?
It's not good enough. Simple as that. At half time they're there for the taking. We come out and concede after about 40 seconds. Madness, absolute madness. Just again, not enough accountability from people. It's you concede, you've got the momentum in your favour, you then concede literally 40 seconds after half time, and then they've got bodies behind the ball, and it's, have we got the character about us and the quality to go and break them down, and the patience, the composure? Absolutely not. It's a tough one to take, real tough one to take. It's a tough place to come anyway, but we've just made it 10 times harder for ourselves.
Obviously, taking our early free kick out of the equation, we're really under the cosh at times in the first half. Obviously, they've got their opening goal, but I suppose it shows character to an extent that, given the fact that minus what Jordan was able to do in the first half, we could have been 2 or 3 goals down. Then Casey's obviously got us the equaliser, and then obviously, as you said, you're looking to build upon that, but then what happens at the start of the second half really is a bit of a kick in the teeth, so to speak, I suppose.
No, it's a kick in the teeth that we literally just didn't recover from, and you can only put that down to mindset. So just really disappointed in that. Really disappointed. We didn't even threaten in the second half. A couple of flashes, a glimpse, but didn't even threaten. You know. That's 3 points massively dropped there.
Obviously, you've had to take Rory off at half time, carrying with an injury. Marcel's obviously not in the squad as well. So that's limited our options from an attacking sense, I suppose, on the bench. Do you believe that would have ultimately swung things had we had a striking option on the bench? Is that striking position an area where you think, with these injuries, it could be something we need to add in the coming days and weeks?
I mean, we were getting in good wide areas, but yeah, we lacked a presence to cross the ball into, really. But there's a lot more than that wasn't right for us. We just played into their hands, really. As soon as they scored that second, they just sat off, and all credit to them, by the way. This, they absolutely, as much as we collapsed in the second half, and I will say collapsed, they thoroughly, to a man, put their bodies on the line. Defensive shape, everything we want to see in our boys, they did. They were, man mountains. So full credit to them. Because teams like that, you're down to 10 men, you don't get any credit when you go and win. It's about the other team played shit, but yeah, full credit to them.
Well, it's that old cliche as well, isn't it? When you go playing against a team that goes down to 10 men, it almost becomes harder to break them down. But then, if, as you've said, if we haven't really troubled them at times, you're almost going to find that breakthrough.
Again, they scored that goal 40 seconds after half time, and we went hiding. People didn't want the ball, and that's not good enough. That's nowhere near good enough. People might not get the opportunity to look at themselves in the mirror, to be honest, because that's got to change. That's we can't drop points like that in that fashion. 11v11, they're a good side, of course they are. 11v10, we should be winning the game of football.
Obviously, we've had new additions come off the bench for us this afternoon. Che Crabbenden come from Chesson. Showed glimpses at time, I think, given the fact he's had such little opportunity to train the squad. He had a chance really late on that, on another day you'd like to see nestling in the top corner that wasn't that far off.
Yeah.
How did you feel, again, given the lack of time he's had to play with the squad and train with them. How did you feel he performed this afternoon?
Yeah, I think done really well. Obviously we changed it to go a little bit more attacking, and he's someone that's been an attacker in the past, so we put him on out there, and yeah, I thought he was really good, really comfortable on the ball. So yeah, I'm sure that'll be a really good addition to us. He can play in a number of positions as well, which is handy when you need to change formations, etc. So yeah, I thought he'd done really well when he come on. And yeah, as you say, it looked like it was going to take something of quality to sort of break them down in the second half, and yeah, I thought it looked very close, but I think that sums up our day. Close but not close enough. And yeah, I've got to say the real supporters were here today, backing the team, supporting us. Massive thank you to everyone that travelled. Just gutted we couldn't give them anything to go home with, to be honest. But yeah, they, even at full time, singing, supporting the boys, that's our support base. So massive thank you to them.
And obviously, very quickly to finish, there's another quick turnaround again. We've got Billericay at home on Tuesday, and then we've got Hastings the following weekend. Two tough home games. Billericay have begun to turn their season around after a bad start. Hastings were always going to have a strong season, having won the South East Division of the Isthmian League. I suppose, I mean, we keep saying there's a chance to respond, but you almost get tired of asking for them to bounce back from a performance like that. But given the strong showing we showed at home against Lewis, are you looking to try and tap into more of that, I suppose? Yeah,
definitely. We've got to bring some energy and some composure to our performance, because we were void of that today, that's for sure. And I say, Billericay, Hastings, I think, the fixtures start looking a little bit more favourable after that, but it's two tough games and we have to raise our level.